we got a grant from the high school. The high school got a grant, and then they're partnering with us to do some like mindfulness programming at the library, and that starts today. I'm back from a 2-week vacation, so I have to get this together because the kids start school Thursday, the 17th, Wednesday, and so they'll be back in the library. So all of our programming starts this week, and so I have to get it together. And as you can see behind me, all of these damn boxes, you can't really see, oh, there they are, all the boxes, all this stuff, and then there's even more stuff out there that I will show you. I have to open all of that stuff and get all of this stuff ready to go. I have our local high school who heard about the programming and is like, hey, we want some stuff too. So I have to figure out what to give them. What else? Oh, I gotta read. Wait, let me get my book. Hold on a second. So I'm reading City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. And I kind of started it. It's Monday. Hi, welcome back. It's Dawn. I'm a librarian. And people are constantly coming in, especially because I've been off for 2 weeks. And so I'm going to have a parade of mofos coming in today. Staff, patrons. I started this book yesterday. So I'm on page 84 and I'm listening to it. Thank the Jesus I have the book with me, because the glossary and the index are quite important. Because somebody coming in? Yep.
Probably see him from here.
That was maintenance. He's gonna hang our mural on our wall, so he's measuring and stuff. I started this yesterday. I'm on page 84, and I'm assuming this is adult. So I'm reading this one because I am on a quest to read a 5-star book. So I have decided to read books that have a high likelihood of me giving it a 5. As of page 84, I don't think it's gonna be a 5. Simply because it's a little bit too much plot for my taste. I don't really like plot driven stories. I was hoping this was more a character. Yeah, it's a lot of plot, and I'm only on chapter 5 and there's already been 2 really big scenes. So, and it's the thing where it's exciting, it's doing everything it's supposed to, it's like intense, you're like, oh my god, are they gonna make it? It's like all the things, but then it goes on just a little bit too long. It's like it goes on like a page too long. It's like, okay, I get it, and I find myself doing this as I'm reading it. Come on. But otherwise, I'm gonna guess maybe a 4.5 at this point. At this point, it is not a 5, but things can change. Things can change. All right, I have a lot of work to do. I'm gonna be here for 10 hours today. I came in 11. I will probably be here till 9. I've been off for 2 weeks. I got shit to do. So see you later. I am on page 134 of The City of Brass, and I can honestly say that this reads like YA. There's nothing wrong with YA, obviously. I like YA, I read it all the time. However, when I read adult fantasy, I expect some level of challenging, if that makes any sense. Like, I expect the world to be epic, I expect the character development to be intense, I expect the writing to be beautiful and lyrical, and So like Fifth Season or Jade City, or, you know, I expect a higher level of writing. Not that YA doesn't have a high level of writing with their fantasy. They do, just have to find the right author. And I suppose it's the same thing with adult fantasy. I just kind of answered my own question without realizing it. Anyway, the book is fine, but it just reads like YA. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a little bit more in-depth writing with like themes, and, you know, the themes here are pretty standard as far as, ew, you're a different race than me, I hate you, therefore I treat you badly. Like, okay. But I gotta keep going. I got a long way to go. I don't know if I'm enjoying this book. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It's only really 2 main characters, so that's not overwhelming. I think the world, or the mythology, or I know this is like rooted in Muslim religion. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it's a lot to take in. I don't know if this book is not doing a good job of explaining. I was looking at email, sorry. I don't know if this book is not doing a good job of explaining it, if it's info dumped, and it's just like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm confused. I'm really confused, especially about who hates who and why. And I know it's been said a couple times, but I'm just like, what? So it's affecting my enjoyment of the book. I've been here since 11. I am tired, and I'm on page 230 on City of Brass, and it's official. I do not like this book. The problem is that it is very plot driven, and I don't like plot driven books. I did not know that. I thought it would be more character driven. That's on me. However, I don't like it. There's also a lot to keep track of, like a lot, and I've kind of given up on trying to keep track of everything. I'm only like 30 something percent in. I'm already kind of giving up, so I'm just going to enjoy the story. I'm not going to try and keep who the nefarious people are and who backstabbed who and who is part of this group. I'm not going to keep track of that. I don't care. I'm just gonna enjoy the story, because I'm not gonna read book 2. If I was gonna invest in it and read the next book, then I would pay more attention to who's doing who and why and what for, but I'm not gonna do that. Also, this reads very much like YA, like extremely YA. So I did not sign up for a YA book. I signed up for adult fantasy. and I expected an adult fantasy. So that always kind of bums me out when I start reading an adult fantasy and it sounds like a YA book, because that's not what I asked for. As to not completely shit on this book, I am liking the king. I'm on page 240. I am liking the king. He's a really good villain. He does not care. He's just like, kill them all. And he's pressuring Ali. And you can tell Ali is toting that line. He's like, oh, but you broke the law, but you're poor and you're starving and you need health care. My father is a bastard, but he's the king. Like, you can see him like wavering. So I'm curious to see what is going to push him over the edge, and how Nahir, no, how do you say her name? I've been listening to this. You'd think I would know how to say these people's names. Nahiri. I'm curious to see how the two of them cross paths. It's about to happen pretty soon, though. I can tell. And so, yeah. So there is that. I'm on page 476. And I am not enjoying this book at all. Like, I want a DNF. It's only like there's 530 pages. I'm on 476. I literally have 50 pages left and I could give a shit. This entire book, first of all, is there a plot? Seriously, is there a plot to this book? I have searched high and low for a plot. Is there a plot in there? Most of this book is characters saying to Nari, do you know what this means? Do you know what that is? Do you know what they do? It's just constant explaining. Constant. Because she knows nothing. And it's not her fault. It's not like she's a total dum-dum. It's just that she's new to this world. She doesn't know who her parents were. She grew up basically familyless. And she don't know shit. So it's just people constantly explaining everything. I don't care anymore. Oh my God. I don't understand why people are like, an extravagant feast of a book, dazzling, magical, and still somehow utterly believable. Lady Taylor. I don't get it. I don't get it. How gorgeous and intricate this fantasy novel is. Try confusing and plotless. If you love this book, can you please tell me why? I don't get it. And I am going to DNF. Like, that's it. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I appreciate the mythology. I appreciate it. But the execution is painful. I am in pain. I am in literal pain. Agony. I'm in agony. That's what this blurb should say. Agony and pain. Dawn. It's Tuesday. Hi, it's Tuesday. Busy day today. Not really. I don't have a busy day today. We got a new marketing person. Halla freaking Luya, because I'm tired of doing my job as a librarian plus the e-news, the website, the newsletter. I'm tired of doing that shit. Not my job. What else do I have to do today? I gotta start our Zen garden stuff. I gotta start putting that kit together and making the flyer for it, or the instruction sheet, not the flyer. Next week, we do a lot of programming on Instagram because of the pandemic. We were shut down, and so we did all of our programming on Instagram for teens. I'm a teen librarian. You should know that by now. And we still do it. We still use it because we still have teens on it. They still participate. And so this is mindfulness for Get Ready Back to School month. And we are doing some games every day. We're playing like some take a break and play a game, even though you probably should get off social media, but you're gonna be on there anyway. Might as well just take a break and play a game with us. And I'll probably play charades or Pictionary or something. And if they guess correctly, or even if they just guess, it don't have to be right. They are entered to win a spa bucket. I know that sounds enticing. Spa bucket. Do you want a spa bucket, teens? Like a self-care day with their friends or their family. You guys want to see what's in the bucket? Let's go look in the bucket. So here are the buckets. There will be 5 winners. And this is all Dollar Tree, by the way. Nothing's too good for my teens. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm ready to go. This book has just got me mad. Why? I thought I was gonna get to myself a 5-star. I was like, woohoo, 5-star. First 5-star in 2 years. City of Brass, here we go. Shit. It's shit. Kids, so I can't make that joke like, ooh, whatever joke parents make, I don't know. But in the library, it means that we no longer have to entertain kids all day, only after school, which is great for us. I am preparing my muffin. And whilst I prepare my muffin, let's talk about the City of Brass. Because I DNF'd at about 85%. I really wanted to like that book. I tried hard, guys. I tried hard to pay attention. I was like, okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being too hard on it. Let me quit being an asshole and pay attention, because this is a beloved book. No, I couldn't do it. I'm gonna give it a 3. And I'm kind of being generous with my 3. The problem with the book is that there's no plot. It's about a girl who just kind of learns something about herself, and she's trying to find out more when she's brought into this new world. She's looks human, and she's been living on Earth, and then she's brought into this other dimension, which would shock all of us, I would think. Cool, great premise. But what's the plot beyond that? There isn't one. I have a problem with books that don't have plots. I need a plot. And it's kind of ironic when I say it's a plot-driven book and it doesn't have a plot. The main character, I didn't dislike her, but I'm not like, oh my God, I love her. You know, I'm not skipping around town telling everybody about her. At the beginning of the book, she came across as quite confident, but at the same time, when she messed up in one of her cons, she was worried. She was also quite thrown off when she was brought into this new world, understandably. And she has a lot of questions, understandably. But other than that, she had zero nuance. I don't know who she was. Ali, on the other hand, I wouldn't say he was nuanced, but at least I knew what the type of character he was. He was kind of the reluctant hero. Is that the trope? Meaning he knows that there's something wrong here. Something's not right. Something stinks in the Isle of Denmark. I don't think that's the right saying, but you know what I'm trying to say. But he's too afraid to do anything about it. So that makes him a reluctant hero. I like the reluctant hero trope. I thought he was doing a really good job. My only issue was that I was really confused. And when I say confused, I mean struggle bus. Because he kept saying, like, I hate those fire-breathing bastards. And I'm like, isn't that the Shaheeds? What were they called? The people that Nahiri was. I was so confused. I was like, does he not like them? And then the guy he was helping at the beginning of the book, what was his jam? Like, he was part of an organization that... Shafit. I meant the Shafit. Okay, so wasn't she a Shafit? But I swear he was like, I hate those bastards. But he was helping them. I was so confused. Throughout the entire book, I didn't know who hated who and why. I was so lost. And that may just be me just not really stopping and thinking and paying attention. That could have been me. I think it was the book mostly just not doing a good job of explaining it. Anyway, I could just never get a grasp of who hated who. I liked the idea of it because we always like a good underdog story. As a Black person, as a woman, I like it when the oppressed, you know, overthrows, wins, overcomes. I like that trope. But I never quite understood who hated who and why. And I think it was because there was a lot of info dumping. Here. The romance was very YA between Nahiri and another character, I won't say who. Just, I know this is wrong, but I don't care. Let me take off your pants. Very, very YA. It was just not developed at all. Very toxic, not toxic, but problematic. He wasn't a great guy. I don't even know if we found out what happened with her mother. If you read this book and you are watching this, can you let me know? Like, and put spoiler or something, so that the other people won't read it. But I honestly that's the only thing I cared about. What happened to her mother? And how did she end up on Earth in the human world? That's all I wanted to know. And I didn't even care to finish reading it to find out. So, that book will not be a 5, obviously. And the next book I am going to attempt to find a 5-star book in is The Poppy War. I will be starting that today. I don't think I'm going to vlog it, though. I think I'm just going to read it. All right, so I finished City of Ass. and I'm listening to Jeanette McCurdy's biography, I don't know. And wow, so I am old as hell. I'm in my 40s. I was not a kid when iCarly was on TV, but I was a librarian when iCarly was really popular, and we did an iCarly program. It was still to this day the highest attended program, besides like an author visit, which generates a lot of people because I put a lot of effort into promoting it. But besides that, and this was like 8 or 9, maybe even 10 years ago I did this party, it is still the highest attended program I have ever had, with like over 100 people were there. And it was like a snowstorm. I thought no one was gonna come. So yeah, I like to, when I do my parties based on something that I am unfamiliar with, I like to familiarize myself with it. So I started watching iCarly, and of course it was funny. I liked it, so I started watching it because I really enjoyed the show. And then I watched Sam and Cat because I liked the Sam Puckett character in iCarly. And so I'm listening to Jeanette McCurdy's autobiography. I think, I'm an English major, I promise. I think biography is when someone else writes it, and autobiography is when the person writes it. So this is her autobiography. And I was kind of bummed because she wasn't in the reboot, but now I know why. Whew, man, the character that you see on iCarly is just so confident and just scary, but Jeanette McCurdy is the exact opposite of this character that she played on TV. And it is almost making me tear up a little bit just to hear her tell her story. Whew. It's good though. I do recommend it. It's on Scribd, so yeah. All right, back to doing my receipts and listening to Jeanette McCurdy.